I think it's great that we're all worked up here in North America about FIFA and the bribery scandal that's going on. But why aren't we talking about Qatar and the already 900 deaths that have taken place in preparations for the World Cup in 2022 in that country? They're estimating over 4,000 migrant workers will die in preparations for the World Cup in Qatar. And this is no surprise. Qatar has got a terrible human rights record where it comes to their migrant workers. FIFA knew this. FIFA was told this before Qatar was given a World Cup. Qatar was supposed to make some adjustments to their working condition policies. It hasn't happened. To me, that's where the real pressure point should be in the sports world right now. Listen, the millions of dollars, the hundreds of million dollars in bribes and corruption, it's a great story. Human loss and death is a more important story, and I'm surprised that the soccer intelligentsia isn't paying more attention to Qatar than they are to how many apartments a paid informant has in downtown Manhattan. Stanley Cup. 4 Norris candidates right now. Duncan Keith of the Chicago Blackhawks, Ryan Getzlaf of the Anaheim Ducks, Tyler Johnson in Tampa Bay, and Henrik Lundqvist with the Rangers. 2 Game 7s. One of these guys is going to have a big night in these Game 7s, or 2 of them will be, and the Conn Smythe conversation will move over to the Stanley Cup. If I'm handing it out today, it goes to Duncan Keith of the Chicago Blackhawks. He's been incredible. The Blackhawks are undermanned on their blue line. There's no other way to put it. When he's on the ice, the Hawks are in control. When he's not, they're running around. Duncan Keith has been fabulous for Chicago. 3 assists in that third period last night that led the Hawks to a victory over the Ducks and forced Game 7 Saturday night. So there's a Game 7 on Friday and another Game 7 on Saturday. I went over to Bombers rookie camp for a little while yesterday. A lot of the guys over there in Bomberland on the staff are quietly talking about linebacker Denikos Allen. I wrote about him in today's Free Press. He was fantastic at Michigan State, a 3-time All-American, had 278 tackles over his career and started his last 40 games. The Bombers haven't had a dominant middle linebacker since Barron Simpson, and he left in 2009. Enoch Mwamba was on his way towards being that kind of a player. He left for the NFL. Ian Wild left for the NFL after he showed some promise at that position last year. To me, it's the one big gaping hole in the Bombers defense. I think they need a middle linebacker, a guy that plays just like Mike O'Shea did when he played, or like Simpson, or even Rylan Wickman, to go back a little while in Bomber history. That's the last time. Well, those are the guys that I remember recently, and then of course you can go back to the greats that Greg Battle and those players that were fantastic in the 80s for the Blue Bombers and on in Bomber history. They need a middle linebacker. Be interesting to see if Allen can take that job. That's Lawless in the Morning. Have a great day.